the words of Francis Peabody, which is the secret to caring for the patient is caring for the patient.
He jumped right in, showed tremendous industriousness, willingness to work hard, listened to a lot of people, and in particular built close relationships with patient groups who were both, in many cases, desperate for effective treatments, but also well aware that the scientific community was moving quickly.
I feel very fortunate to have worked with Peter to address some of the most challenging and exciting issues during our time at FDA, from facilitating the development of safe and effective regenerative medicine products, to standing up Operation Warp Speed together, to trying to right-size regulation of cell and gene therapies to keep pace with scientific developments and patient needs.
Peter was involved from the beginning with what became the first FDA-approved indication for CAR T cells.
I remember talking with Peter at 3, 4, and 5 a.m. in the morning during the COVID-19 pandemic, when the world seemed completely upended.
Peter talked to us about warp speed.
Operation Warp Speed was a way of trying to get rid of as much regulatory red tape to try to speed up the process. In less than a year, we actually saw the development of these vaccines.
His fortitude at that time saved countless lives.
I always found Peter to be willing to listen to differences of opinion. He would form his own opinion, but he always felt that he should be able to defend the decisions that he made, even if they were controversial.
He's incredibly passionate about serving patients and protecting and promoting the public health.
He's seen the toll cancer takes on human lives, and he's very focused on getting new treatments for patients who have intractable disease.
His leadership was responsible for shepherding all of these new cell and gene therapies for this entirely new field of biomedicine.
We are so grateful to you about the work we did with you and CBER and those at FDA. It's been incredibly important to have FDA at the table.
Under Peter's leadership, FDA worked closely with the research community and immunotherapy developers to turn these products into reality. Developing a path forward for such highly innovative discoveries has blown the door open for an entirely new modality to cancer care.
When we're being told, that Emily was possibly 48 hours from organ failure, and I paged the doctors down at CHOP, and they told me that the FDA approval had come through, and it was the last email they read the day before. If Peter didn't do his job and everyone on his team do their job, I wouldn't have my daughter.
I remember early in my tenure at the FDA, Peter and I had met with Tom Whitehead. The FDA had just approved the drug that saved his daughter's life, and Tom told us about a child who had just received the same therapy. After the meeting, Peter and I walked back to my office, and Peter reflected to me on how important faith was in healing. I remember thinking at the time, wow, this guy must have been a really great doctor.
Having taken care of patients, I realized how much people are out there waiting for the things that we did at FDA. Those new CAR T cells, other therapeutics, for instance, for cancer patients, were essentially things to look to as hope. And if we did our job right, it wasn't false hope, it was going to be real improvements in care, and I took that seriously.
Peter has been a vital partner in our work at Friends of Cancer Research.
Peter and I have often worked with Friends of Cancer Research, particularly innovative projects such as breakthrough designation and many of the more advanced scientific projects.
I just can't thank you enough for what you did and how you understood working with patient groups could be essential for your job and to deliver better treatments for patients.
I think the partnership was really essential. It made a huge difference, and it continues to, because I think as we see there's still a long way to go in the development of these cellular therapies and other cancer products.
I think it's great that Peter is receiving the Ellen V. Sigal Award because he is so dedicated to the lives and welfare of cancer patients.
Peter's dedication to the task have really led to a future for a lot of people who wouldn't be alive today if it weren't for Peter.
Peter's regulatory vision, his ability to deliver consistent decision-making, it created immense confidence throughout the sector.
So Peter, as we sit here now, what excites you? Where is science going?
Lots of things to look forward to, I think, in the future, just in the cellular realm of things, let alone in other areas. These advances are visible across the horizon if we just continue to move towards them by investing the time and energy in discovering them.
Peter, I respect you and your work immensely, and I'm so happy to be able to share the enduring impact that your leadership has had and will continue to have on the field of cell and gene therapy.
Peter, thank you for your incredible work at the FDA.
Peter, it was an honor to work with you over the years at FDA, and I look back with great pride at all we accomplished during our time there.
Congratulations, Peter.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Peter, for saving not only my daughter, which led to saving other patients from all over the world.
Congratulations, Peter, on this honor tonight. I'm grateful we had the opportunity to work together.
Congratulations, Peter. Thanks so much for your continued leadership.
Peter, it's such an honor to give you an award in my name. I am extremely grateful to you.
Thank you so much. It's an honor.